Hello. Good night. Good evening. Welcome to the City Quest quiz number 3. Gosh, it feels like it's been 3 months, not 3 weeks, since I started doing this. Um, how is everyone? Hanging in there? I had a pretty good day today. I hope you did too. I discovered a trick. If you are looking for a legitimate reason to leave your house and go someplace today, you can go and donate blood. This got me more than 5 Ks away from my house today. The bandage makes it look worse than it actually was. But it's a good thing to do, and gives you something to put on the calendar, which is always fun. What have you guys been up to? Having a good time? Yes, and Shabby, I've just checked the chat. Shabby has reminded me that I have a very special birthday shout out to give today to Jessica. Happy birthday, Jessica. I really wish that we could be together to celebrate, but unfortunately not. I hope you had a great day, and thank you for being so awesome. You definitely deserve to have the best birthday. So everyone wish Jess a happy birthday. Yay! Let me know if there's any other shout outs. Just put them in the chat, and I'll give you guys a call out. And I wanted to say hi to everyone who's joining in from the UK again. Because of you, I can say that this quiz is internationally famous, right? I hope. And maybe you're enjoying some trivia over brunch. Sounds like fun. Right. So let's see. What am I drinking today? I am drinking Quiet Deeds, and they have this double time DDH pale. Quiet Deeds is from Deeds Brewing, which is my hyper local brewer. They're just down the road, really, and I was all ready and set to go to their brewery, and then things shut down again. So I can't wait to go to their brewery, but they make delicious things. And see, it's very lovely and cloudy, and it's a bit, it's quite hoppy, but not so much that I feel like I'm drinking grass. It actually has really lovely floral notes that balance that out. So I'm greatly enjoying that tonight. Not a sponsor, just wanting to support local business. If you have any suggestions for what I should be drinking next week, put it in the chat. I'll give it a go. If you want to support something from your local area, I'm definitely down with that. Yeah, so let's see, what else has been going on? This week I put the picture clues up on Facebook again, as well as the social butterfly question. You can follow City Quest Australia on Facebook if you want to get those ahead of time to get a head start, on the quiz. And this week we've got a little bit different round, so we're still starting with general knowledge, but then we're going to have a book intros round, which I hope will go well, and then a mystery round, which we have had before, and then the picture clues. And yeah, so I was going to say something. What was it? Oh yeah, well, I mean, if you haven't played before, welcome. I'm glad that you could make it. And oh, Olga says she's looking forward to. Yay! Okay, anyway, sorry. So if you haven't played before, it's really simple. All you need is just a pen and paper, or you can even type your answers on a device if you want. And I'll read out the questions. Each of the 4 rounds has 10 points. Not necessarily 10 questions, but 10 points. And you write down your answers. You can work together with the people that you are with, or that you are Zooming in with, or you can work against each other or in teams. Totally up to you. We'll have about a 5-minute break at halftime, and again a 5-minute break before we'll go through the answers. So the only rule really is don't Google the answers. I know it's very tempting sometimes, but put the phones away, turn them off, put them far, far away from you so you're not tempted. It's knowledge only, and all your friends' knowledge too if you're working together, obviously. And don't share the answers in the chat. I'm going to leave the chat on this time, which I have every time, but I actually meant to turn it off last time. This time I'm going to leave it on purpose so that you guys can chat or, comment and say hi and whatnot. but just don't post the answers in the chat, okay? So you keep your answers to yourself within your own group, and then at the end, I'll go through the answers one by one, and you just mark off how many you got, add up your score, and then if you're competing against people in your own crew, then you win if you get the most points. And that's about it. I'm not offering any prizes. Sorry, it's just for fun. If you guys want to put some prizes down within your own group, you're more than welcome. I don't know if that's pretty simple. If you have any questions, but it's pretty much just like pub trivia is in the pub, except we're at home and there's no parmas. It's very sad, but there is beer, so that's okay. Oh, I've got about 4 minutes to go. Oh, how do DJs do this? They just like fill time. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying sane, having fun. Take some time for yourself, you know. Oh, you know what I did today? I was prepping for my son's birthday party. He's turning 2 on Monday. And so tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have a little ISO birthday for him. So I'm making an Iggle Piggle cake, and I wrapped his presents and made like a happy birthday banner for him. So that was fun. That filled my time today, in between just running after him, which was also fun, but more tiring. That was good times. I hope you like the quiz this week. I got quite a bit of feedback from the quiz number 1 that it was too hard, so I've tried to dial it back a little bit. And quiz number 2 maybe was a little bit closer, I hope, because quiz 3 is more on that playing field. But I welcome all the feedback. Let me know how you go. If you're just like, no, never do that round again, then I'll hear you. I will hear you. And we'll see what the consensus says. But this is almost time to go. So let's see. Let's swap over to my there we go. And go. Live trivia quiz number 3. Oh, hi Jackie. Welcome back. She says her staff team's back for week 3. Welcome. Glad you came. And the old bean, welcome back again. So we got some regulars already. I'm so excited. Okay. So quiz number 3. 4 rounds again. We've got general knowledge, 10 questions. We got book intros. And before you get too worried, every single book has also been made into a TV show or a movie or some other format besides the book as well. So if you're not a big reader and you're worried about that one, I think you should be able to get plenty anyway. Honestly, most of them I have seen the movie more than I have read the books, so don't worry. Mystery round, all the clues from questions 1 through 9 add up to like a mystery theme that you have to guess for question 10, and then your picture clues. So anyway, I'm a little bit punctual, a little bit funny about being punctual, so I'm just going to wait until at least my clock ticks over to 8 o'clock. Take another little sip here while we wait. I mean, I wouldn't want anyone to tune in on time and then have missed a question. That wouldn't be fair. Oh, hello, Sally Button. She says they just had parmas. Oh, they do have parmas in them. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you had a parma, Sally. Enjoy it for me. Although I'm more of a burger person, as you know, than a parma person. So it's this one Aussie piece of food that is not like my absolute favorite. Mrs. Parma, I think, almost changed my mind on that in the city. That's very good. All right. It's 8 o'clock according to my watch. Shall we get started? Everyone's got their pens and their papers, and they're ready to go. Sally says she's a burger person too. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Okay, here we go. Round 1, general knowledge. Oh, I don't know, Shabby. Good question. Question 1. Here we go for quiz number 3. Question 1. Which country has the unicorn as its national animal? For 1 point. Is it A, Sweden, B, Scotland, C, Sudan, or D, South Africa? Now remember, don't share the answers in the chat. You can say other things in the chat, but don't share answers and don't be mean. That's a good rule too. So, which country has the unicorn as its national animal? Is it Sweden, Scotland, Sudan, or South Africa? This is not a joke. This is actually true. I checked. If you're not sure, have a guess. 25%. You never know. Okay, question number 2. If I can get the thing to change. Yep. The defenestrations of Prague in the 1600s are said to have sparked the 30 Years' War. What is a defenestration? Bit of history for you. Defenestrations. What is it? If you're not sure, have a guess. When we go through the answers, if you post what you guessed and it was really funny, I'd love to see it. But not yet. Later. Wait till the answers. Question 3. What happened in the Sahara Desert on the 9th of January, 2018? What happened in the Sahara Desert on the 9th of January, 2018? 1 point. All right, question 4. In the Harry Potter books, I'm a massive Harry Potter fan. We have to have a Harry Potter question. Not every week, I promise. Not every week. Which character's name means flower of the heart? In the Harry Potter books, which character's name means flower of the heart? And we're not marking spelling. So just write down what you think it is. The halfway point, question 5. What country is the world's largest producer of Bibles? What country is the world's largest producer of Bibles? Shabby, you're going to have to tell me what a parmo from Northern England is like, because I don't know the answer to your question. Question 6. In what century was the world's first quarantine? Very topical. In what century was the world's first quarantine? All right, lock in your answers. Question 7. Ukrainian, Polish, and Czech are part of what language family? What language family are Ukrainian, Polish, and Czech all part of? I'm just reading Shabby's comments on the Parma. Does sound very similar, Shabby. I'm not sure about the white sauce. I think the Australian Parma is made with red sauce, but maybe Sally Button can clarify for us. While we move on to question 8. In economic terms, what does CPI stand for? What does CPI stand for when referring to the economy? All right, question 9, long one. Which science fiction video game centers on an interstellar war between humanity and an alliance of aliens known as the Covenant? Which science fiction video game centers on an interstellar war between humanity and an alliance of aliens known as the Covenant? All right, question 10. This is a badly explained film plot. Foreigner kills local celebrity, steals her shoes, and refuses to return them to her family. What movie plot does that describe? A movie where a foreigner kills a local celebrity, steals her shoes, and refuses to return them to her family. It's a very famous movie. I guarantee everyone has at least heard of it. And that is the end of round 1. So before we head into round 2, if you joined a bit late, no problem. On the live stream, you can actually go back and rewatch and to catch up. We will have a quick break at halftime, so you can catch up then. Same thing if you missed a clue, if you wanted something repeated, you can actually go back and that will work. Okay, so round 2, each question is the first line or a couple lines of a very famous book. And each of them has been made into a TV show or a movie or has been adapted in some other way. So it's not just books that you will recognize these from, but they are the first lines of the actual text themselves. Okay, so question 1. Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents, grumbled Joe, lying on the rug. It's so dreadful to be poor, sighed Meg, looking down at her old dress. Question 1 for round 2 for 1 point. All I need is the name of the book. You don't need the author. You don't need the date of publication or anything fancy like that. Just the name of the book. That's all. Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents, grumbled Joe, lying on the rug. It's so dreadful to be poor, sighed Meg, looking down at her old dress. All right, question number 2. Far out in the uncharted backwaters of the unfashionable end of the western arm of the galaxy lies a small, unregarded yellow sun. It is a long sentence for the first beginning of what book? Far out in the uncharted backwaters of the unfashionable end of the western arm of the galaxy lies a small, unregarded yellow sun. Have a guess if you're not sure. Moving on to question 3. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. For 1 point. It's a bit of a mouthful, but we'll go again. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. My son's talking to himself. I apologize if you hear anything in the background. He's in bed. He will be asleep soon, I promise. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Question 4. Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again. Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again. Nice and short, that one. Not the book, just the line. It's not a hint. Question 5. These two very old people are the father and mother of Mr. Bucket. These two very old people are the father and mother of Mr. Bucket. Can you think of any books that have starred a Mr. Bucket of some kind? All right, halfway through this round. Question 6. Long one. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversations? Maybe she's right. Just in case you missed it, Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversations? I did try to read that one once, and I didn't get all the way through it. But that's okay. I've seen the movie. And probably, maybe, so have you. Question 7. We should start back, Garrett urged as the woods began to grow dark around them. The wildlings are dead. Did the dead frighten you? Sir Waymer Royce asked with just a hint of a smile. That's question 7. We should start back, Garrett urged as the woods began to grow dark around them. The wildlings are dead. Did the dead frighten you? Sir Waymer Royce asked with just a hint of a smile. All right, question 8. When he was nearly 13, my brother Jem got his arm badly broken at the elbow. When it heals, and Jem's fears of never being able to play football were assuaged, he was seldom self-conscious about his injury. When he was nearly 13, my brother Jem got his arm badly broken at the elbow. When it healed, and Jem's fears of never being able to play football were assuaged, he was seldom self-conscious about his injury. Question 8. Two to go in this round. Question 9. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another, his mother called him "Wild Thing," and Max said, "I'll eat you up," so he was sent to bed without eating anything. That's question 9. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another, his mother called him "Wild Thing," and Max said, "I'll eat you up," so he was sent to bed without eating anything. For 1 point. And the last question for this round, question 10. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. I'm not sure I agree with that, but it is the opening line to a very famous book. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. And that was question 10. End of round 2. All right, it's time for a halftime break. I'm just going to leave you with a bit of a puzzle and go off for 5 minutes and refresh my drink and have a stretch. So this time, you've got a movie plot described by the emojis. I will be right back as soon as I get whatever's in my throat out. Hello, I'm back. Bit better in the throat. I'm not sick. I just inhaled the biggest piece of dust ever, apparently. Okay, so did you guys get the movie plot? There's lots of crocodiles, or are they dinosaurs? It's Jurassic Park. Thank you to theverge.com for letting me use your puzzle. I'm sure they have lots of good ones. Okay, who is ready for round number 3? So this is a mystery round. I had a lot of fun writing it. Hope you like it. Well done to the old bean. You got it? So the mystery theme, questions 1 through 9, the answers will all have hints to the mystery theme. And then question 10 is just what is the mystery theme? And so you can figure it out from questions 1 through 9. If you have a couple, that might help you to, lead you towards a couple answers that you're not sure about. So let's have a go. Question number 1. What is the name of the girls' gang in Greece? For 1 point. What is the name of the girls' gang in Greece? I feel like that could be a fun Halloween dress up one day. Who's in? All right, question 2. What is the main character's name in Gone with the Wind? For 1 point. What is the main character's name in Gone with the Wind? Another movie slash book. Hopefully you're not cursing me too badly. All right, question 3. Which 1995 movie stars Denzel Washington stuck on a submarine with Gene Hackman? Well done, Scott. He says we win already. All right. Which 1995 movie stars Denzel Washington stuck on a submarine with Gene Hackman? I wonder if anyone has got the theme yet. Still plenty of time, if not. All right, question 4. Which political group was responsible for the deaths of roughly 25% of the Cambodian population in the 1970s? Which political group was responsible for the deaths of roughly 25% of the Cambodian population in the 1970s? Okay, question 5. Now, I pray that the IT gods smile on me. This is a sound question. You have to name the song title and the artist. You can get half a point for each one. So half a point for the song title, half a point for the artist. Fingers crossed the sound works. For some reason, the pause button disappeared. but I'll give you a second to think about it in your mind, and then I'll play it again. Thanks, Old Bean, letting me know that it works. I'm glad. All right, let's play it again. All right. Song title and artist, half a point for each. And yay, the sound worked. Hooray. More sound rounds for everybody. Moving on now to question 6. Which region of France is missing? It's the red one. But what is it called? Which region of France is missing? If you don't know France very well, this might be where the mystery theme comes in handy. All right, question 7. What is the name given to the map symbol indicating north, south, east, and west? What is that symbol called? The name of the map symbol that indicates north, south, east, and west. They have those on digital maps too, right? Pretty sure. Question 8. What is the name of this flower? My mother always had these growing, great big bushes of them. They're beautiful. What is their name? Not scientific name. Doesn't have to be that complicated. Just what are they known as? All right, write something down, lock it in. If you're arguing, decide who wins, because we're moving on to question 9. About 7% of the human body is made up of what liquid? What do you reckon? About 7% of the human body is made up of what liquid? All right, and everyone knows already what question 10 is going to be. What is the mystery theme? Look back through your answers. Can you find a common thread through the answers? That is the mystery theme. Okay. Are we ready to move on to round 4? The picture clues. Now imagine some people are well prepared because they already downloaded the picture sheet from Facebook. So let's get started. Picture clues. Number 1. Who is behind the queue? For 1 point. Who is behind the queue? Andy, if you're out there, this one's for you. All right, question 2. In which country is this garden? It's very, very famous. I don't say that because you should know it. I'm saying that because I don't want you to think I'm putting up pictures of places that no one's ever heard of. I would love to go there. Never been there. In which country is it? Question 3. Name the brand logos. And the only hint I will give is that they are both in the same industry. You get 1 point for each logo. You have to name their brand. So possible 2 points for this one. Question 3. And the next question, question 4, is possible 3 points. I love movies. We got to have my movies question. Name these 3 movies featuring bad teeth. 1 point each, so possible 3 points. What movies are these bad teeth from? Don't need the actors, don't need the years, none of that, just the movie titles. Playing for a lot of points here, so I'll just give you a sec. Before we move on to question 5, name the musical group. What band is this? All right, question 6. What is this kitchen gadget? This is a kitchen gadget that is for sale right now. But what is it? Or what is it used for? Not sponsored by Kilmer. I'd be open to that. All right, question 7. Which device took this photograph? For 1 point. It's a very beautiful photograph. I don't want the name of the photograph or what it's taking a picture of, but which device actually took the photo? All right. And that, I believe, is the end of round 4. There you go. There's all the picture clues there. And we're just going to have a bit of a break before I go through answers. But before we do, I just wanted to say thank you very much for coming. And if you wouldn't mind, just like the video, subscribe to my channel, and please share the quiz with as many friends, colleagues, family members as you want. I'd love to have lots of people joining in. And yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say. So there you go. I'll be back in about 5 minutes with answers. Okay. Hello. Who's ready for answers? Sally's ready. She says, the suspense. Oh no. All right. Well, this is your last chance to lock in your answers. Write down random things just in case you get a couple extra points. And argue your case. If any of your friends are like, no, that's not the answer. No, stand firm. I've given up many a trivia point because I let people talk me out of my answer. Don't stand for that. You can do it. Here we go. Time for answers. All right, general knowledge answers. The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. It's probably the coolest national animal you could possibly have. I love it. All right, question 2. A defenestration is throwing someone out a window, which sounds hilarious but is actually pretty violent. So it sparked a war. There you go. Throwing someone out a window. Question 3. In the Sahara Desert in 2018, it snowed, and also in 1979 and 2016. So only 3 times in the last 40-something years, which is pretty rare. Actually, so I'm surprised it happens that much, to be honest. Question 4. In the Harry Potter books, Flower of the Heart, Fleur de la Cour. She was introduced in the 4th book. One of the champions, Fleur de la Cour, means flower of the heart in French. I'm such a Harry Potter geek. I just had to include it. Okay. Question 5. What country is the world's largest producer of Bibles? It is China. Little trivia tip, if there's ever a country question and you don't know the answer, just put China. It's usually China. I don't know why, but it is. And it also produces a lot of Bibles, apparently. Question 6. The first quarantine was in the 14th century, and that was in Venice because they had ships bringing the Black Death, and so they put the ships under quarantine for 40 days, which is where the word quarantine comes from. It's 40 in Italian. I'm not very good at Italian, but it's similar. Yes, it is. 14th century is the answer. Question 7. Ukrainian, Polish, and Czech are all Slavic languages. They're all Slavic, just like Italian and French are both Romantic. These guys are Slavic. Yes, they are. Question 8. CPI, if anyone's been reading the news lately, you might know it. It stands for Consumer Price Index. It's a lot more fun than it sounds. As an economics teacher, I might be slightly biased, but Consumer Price Index, that's all you needed to know. Question 9. Video game, I'm not going to read the whole thing, is, anyone? Halo. One of my brother's favorites. Halo. And question 10. Foreigner kills local celebrity, steals her shoes, and refuses to return them to her family is the plot of Wizard of Oz to a T, in my opinion. The Wizard of Oz. There you go. That was round 1. Moving on now to round 2, our book intros / been adapted into a movie and TV show intros. Christmas Won't Be Christmas. That was Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. You only need the title of the book, Little Women. Don't need the author. It's just there for, giving them credit. Little Women. Question 2. Our British friends may have recognized this one. It is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. It's a fun first sentence. Very recognizable for those who have read it. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Good book, too. Question 3. This one is a bit older. I personally have seen the miniseries many, many times. It is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. And that's the only reason I would have known this one is because they say that line in the miniseries. I don't apologize. Question 4. Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again. That is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. And that was actually an Alfred Hitchcock movie that was made in the, I want to say 50s, 40s or 50s. That was Rebecca. Question 5. The Two Very Old People and Mr. Bucket, that is from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. Because his name's Charlie Bucket, in case you picked up on that. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Notice it's not Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That was the name of the movie from the 70s. It's actually, the book is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, was what we were looking for. Question 6. Alice must, of course, be Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Not my favorite book, but I didn't finish it, so maybe I should give it a chance. That was question 6. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I'll leave, if you said Alice in Wonderland, I will leave it up to you if you want to award points or not. Question 7. Now this one, maybe the wildlings got you, maybe a bit of a hint. It's actually from Game of Thrones, the first book in the Song of Fire and Ice series by George R.R. Martin. Game of Thrones. That's all we needed. Game of Thrones. All right, question 8. Now this book, maybe you read it in secondary school. I certainly did. It was To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, famously adapted into a film with Gregory Peck. To Kill a Mockingbird. And that is question 8. So question 9, Max, who wore his wolf suit, is from a kid's book called Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak, which was also adapted into a film, but I haven't seen it. I did have this book as a kid, though. I loved it. Where the Wild Things Are. And question 10, All Happy Families Are Alike? Maybe, maybe not. But that was from Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Anna Karenina. And that is all the answers from round 2. Give yourself a score, and we move on to answers from round 3, the mystery theme. Dun, dun, dun. Girls' Gang in Greece is, of course, the Pink Ladies. What's the name of the boys' one? I forget. Anyway, the Girls' Gang is the Pink Ladies. Question 2. Main character's name in Gone with the Wind, Scarlett O'Hara. I could have put that one in the book intro section, but I wanted to keep it here for reasons that are about to be revealed. Scarlett O'Hara. Question 3. The 1995 movie is Crimson Tide. Haven't seen that in a while. It was pretty good. Crimson Tide. Question 4. This political group, very, very problematic. They were called the Khmer Rouge. Not marking spelling. The Khmer Rouge. Yeah, not a lot to say about that, but the Khmer Rouge is the answer. Shabby says that the boys' gang in Greece was the T-Birds. Thank you, Shabby. I would have been kicking myself all night on that one. Question 5. The sound question was She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5. Yes. She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5. So you get a half a point for the song title and half a point for the artist. Question 6. I should say question 6. I almost got away with no typos. Drat you. That's drat me. It's Burgundy. Burgundy was missing. The region of France. They make wine. Burgundy. I don't know anything else about it off the top of my head. Question 7. The name of the map symbol is a compass rose. Not just a compass rose. Because a compass is the tool that points you north. The compass rose is the map symbol. And then question 8. This flower is a fuchsia. Took me a few tries to get that spelling right, but it is a fuchsia. And 7% of the human body is made of blood. Slightly less percentage for me today. I should be back up to normal now. And question 10, the mystery theme, if you haven't guessed it already, it is shades of red. Pink, rose, fuchsia, maroon, burgundy, crimson, scarlet. They're all shades of red. There you go. That was the mystery theme. I had a lot of fun writing that. Mystery themes are fun to write. Anyway, I hope you had fun doing it as well. Now, we move on to our picture answers. And behind the queue is hiding a lovely Margot Robbie, Australia's own. And clearly this photo was taken for the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood premiere or publicity or whatever, because she's with Brad and Leo there, Margot Robbie. Question 2, this garden is in Singapore. It's beautiful. Singapore. Question 3, brand logos. The first one is Bridgestone. The second one is Firestone, and they are both tire brands. Bridgestone and Firestone. You get 1 point for each, so possible 2 points there. Question 4, the movies. The first one is The Hangover. Second one, who is that lovely lady? Well, that is Robin Williams in a wig. It's Mrs. Doubtfire. And finally, we have Bohemian Rhapsody. Lovely teeth all. Well done. 1 point each, so 1, 2, or 3 points for the movies. The Hangover, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Bohemian Rhapsody. Question 5, the musical group is Evanescence. And question 6, this kitchen gadget, believe it or not, is a butter churn. I guess you put cream into the jar and then you turn the crank really fast for a very long time until your arm falls off and you make butter. It's a butter churn. Yeah, that's what it is. Last question. Which device took this photograph? I think a lot of people will have heard of it. It is the Hubble telescope. It's a very big telescope. It's a very, very far away picture and it looks really, really cool. The Hubble telescope took that picture. And that is, it's not the end because we have the social butterfly question. Now, every week on a Wednesday, I'm going to post a social butterfly question on my Instagram and Facebook. And this week's Merry Wardrobe is an anagram for Drew Barrymore. Now, if you had that already written down, you had your social butterfly ready to go, you get 3 bonus points. 3 bonus points for Drew Barrymore. Congratulations to everyone who got the bonus. If you want to get next week's bonus, or at least a chance to get next week's bonus, follow City Quest Australia, Facebook, Instagram, and I'll post a new one on Wednesday. Fun. And that is the end. Pretty sure. Yes, it is the end. And I will definitely be back next week. The stream will start at 7:30. The quiz will start at 8, Saturday night. I already asked you before, but I'm going to ask you again. Please like this video, do the little thumbs up down the bottom, subscribe to my channel because I like to see the numbers ticking up. It's a lot of fun. And share with your friends. Invite your friends, invite your family, invite your colleagues, invite your, I don't know, anyone else. Would love to have everyone tuning in. And I do accept donations, so if you'd like to support me, I would love you to toss me a gold coin via PayPal. Sorry, that's my go to bed alarm. that's not happening right now. Anyway, I put a PayPal link in the description box. If you'd like to throw me a gold coin, I would really appreciate the support. Thanks very much for coming. And just checking the chat here. Well done, Old Bean. Consistency. Shabby's doing better. Well done. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I'll have general knowledge as the first one again. Picture clues is the last one. The two in the middle, I'll mix it up a little bit. Well done, Jackie. She got the bonus. Nice job. And I see people are kind of like keeping track of how they go week to week, which is fun as well. You can see kind of that you're, I don't know, getting more used to the quiz, or maybe I'm getting better at writing the quiz. Thanks so much, everyone, for coming. Happy birthday again to Jessica. Thanks for joining us on your birthday. Gosh, and that's very special. I've really enjoyed making this. It gives me something to look forward to every weekend, and I hope it does for you too. So I will see you next time, and have a good week. Stay safe, stay sane. Oh, Scott, that was just my alarm. No one was ringing. Don't worry. All right, guys. I'll leave the chat on for a little bit, and so feel free to share and post anything that you want. Give me ideas for new rounds. Tell me what I should be drinking next week. Give me recipes for your parmas, and I'd love to see and hear all of it. Okay? Thanks again. I will see you next week.